evening. The makers of the new Rinso bring you the Amos and Andy Show with their guest tonight, the lovely star of the new RKO radio picture Tender Comrade, Miss Ginger Rogers. Amos and Andy's theme is the perfect song every Friday night. Now, my theme for tonight is Rinso Certainly Gets Around. However, Amos and Andy are ready and waiting, and here they come with their guest, Miss Ginger Rogers. Our story opens tonight not with Amos and Andy up in Harlem, but in Pritchard's department store downtown. We find Mrs. Henry Van Porter walking down one of the aisles approaching the gift department. Behind the counter is the salesgirl, Miss Ginger Rogers.
Something I can do for you?
I was looking for a pair of bookends. Something not too gaudy and yet smart and chic. Has you got anything for $1?
Well, yes, we have these glass ones here. They're on sale at $1.
Oh, yes. Yes, they is charming, ain't they?
They're a very good value. They're made by a very fine firm in San Diego.
Oh, imported. I'll take a pair of them, please.
All right, that'll be $1.03. Do you wish to take them with you?
No, this is a sin. I want them wrapped as a gift and sent to Mr. Andrew H. Brown at this address here.
Fine. I'll see that it gets in the afternoon delivery.
What time should that arrive there?
Well, I'm not sure. Our truck driver's getting a permanent wave today. She may be a little late.
By the way, has you got any more of them plastic picture frames that you advertised last week?
Not a one of them left. The way the women went for those things, you'd have thought Frank Sinatra came with every frame in person. But we've got a new shipment coming in tomorrow morning, so be sure to be here early.
So, Kingfish, I started on a regular job. Brother Crawford done got it for me, and I'm going to work.
Well, Andy, I wouldn't feel too bad about the thing. You might get a break and get fired at the end of the first week.
No, there ain't no chance of that. And what's more, I was really anxious to start on this job.
When is you supposed to start, Andy? When does it happen?
January the 1st. I starts in the supply department at the Harlem Hospital.
Oh, well, by that time, you'll be yourself again. I guarantee that by January the 1st, this whole crazy feeling will leave you and go away.
Wait a minute, Kingfish. I don't want it to go away. Other people's goes to work, and I'm going to try it, too.
Andy, do you know what you is letting yourself in for? Do you know that if you takes a job, you liable to have to get up at 7 o'clock every morning?
Well, what's wrong with that? Other people does it.
Listen, Brother Andy, 7 o'clock was never meant for a getting up hour. The only reason they got that number 7 printed on the clock is so there won't be no blank space between 6 and 8. That's why they put it.
Kingfish, all I got to say is that I has done decided to take this job. Now, Brother Crawford done got it for me through a friend of his at the Harlem Hospital, and it's a good job. And, well, I'm going to work. January the 1st.
Well, Andy, I guess you know what you're doing. I just hope that you ain't doing all this on the repulse of the minute. That's all I hope.
Yeah, well, you see, Kingfish, wait a minute. Come in, Lightning.
Hiya there, Lightning.
Well, hello there, Miss Andy. Miss Andy, this package come for you over at the Lodge Hall.
Oh, thank you, Lightning.
I wonder what's in it.
Well, don't crowd me, Lightning. Get over.
Stand back, Lightning. Me and Andy can open it.
A pair of bookends.
Bookends? What are they for, Miss Andy?
Well, to keep books from falling down.
Oh, that's a good invention, all right.
Here's the card. Thanks for everything, Mrs. Henry Van Porter.
What's she thanking you for, Andy?
Oh, I kind of helped Henry to sell an insurance policy.
What in the world is you going to do with glass bookends, Andy?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Confidentially and under your hat and just between the two of us. I'm going to try to get the money back on them.
Oh, you're going to exchange them, huh?
Yeah, you know if there's one thing that I hate, it's bookends.
Well, you was right in taking back this present, Andy. After all, you ain't got no use for bookends, is you?
Nah. Kind of like a sandwich without nothing between the bread. Of course, I could keep my funny papers in between them, but that'd look like I was trying to put on the dog.
Yeah, that's laying it on heavy, all right.
Yeah. Tell you what, fellas, I'm going down to Pritchard's department store and change these things right now. I'll see you later. Pardon me, miss. I'd like to exchange these bookends.
And what's wrong with them?
I ain't got no book.
Oh, I see. Were these a gift?
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Van Poter sent them to me.
Oh, yes. Now, you're sure you don't want these? After all, they're imported from San Diego.
Yeah, well, as far as I is concerned, they can send them back on the next boat.
Well, you see, on sales merchandise...
Hello there, Andy.
Hello, Mrs. Van Poter.
What are you doing here? Aren't those the bookends I bought here for you yesterday?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did give me these. I was just telling the sales lady here how crazy I is about them and that I want to buy 3 more pair.
But you said you wanted to
No, I say I want to get 3 more pair, miss.
Well, I guess the customer's always right.
Go ahead, miss. I'll stand here till you finish waiting on him.
Yeah. So here I is now, Kingfish, with 4 pair of bookends.
Yeah, they're really piling up on you, ain't they? They wouldn't give you your money back at the store, huh?
No, I hid in the men's shoe department till Mrs. Van Poter left. Then I went over there and tried to get my money back.
Oh, what did they say?
They say it was all sale merchandise, and when that stuff go out, it stays out.
Well, don't worry, Andy. I think everything will turn out all right for you.
Yeah, well, it sure is nice of you to bring me over to this swap shop here, Kingfish.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to do it, Andy. Come on, let's go on in. Yeah, how you there, Sam?
Hello, Kingfish.
Sam, my friend here, Mrs. Brown, wants to talk to you about some bookends.
Well, bookends is pretty hard to get these days. You just can't find them. But I'll let you have a couple of pair, $3 a pair.
No. I don't want to buy none. I want to sell you some.
Oh, well, in that case, the market is flooded with them. Tell you what I'll do. I'll give you 10 cents a pair for them.
That market sure got flooded fast, didn't it?
Yeah, that was a wave that come up there on this thing.
Sure.
Well, to tell you the truth, Kingfish, I'd rather swap stuff than to buy things for cash.
Yeah, well, what do you swap me for these 4 pair of bookends?
Well, let me see now. Let me see what you might be able to use here now. How about this electric motor here, 1/4 horsepower?
1/4 horsepower?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Well, electrical speaking, it means that it generates the power of 1/4 of a horse.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like a horse kicking with one leg, huh?
That's right.
What could I use the motor for?
Oh, you can use a motor for hundreds of things.
Yeah, well, what would one thing be?
Well, one thing is, a motor is good to have in case you want to make something go.
Yeah, well, right now I ain't got nothing that needs going.
Yeah, and if you ain't got nothing that needs going, then you sure don't need nothing to make it go with.
Mm-hmm. Well, how about a tennis racket?
How would you put the motor on it?
Oh, no. Just a plain tennis racket. It's still got most of the strings in it.
Would you take that, Kingfish? Yeah, no.
No.
Well, look here. How about a gas heater?
No, I ain't got no gas in my room.
Well, could you use a baby buggy?
Now, wait a minute. Don't be silly.
Hey, Andy, wait a minute. You could use a baby buggy.
Now, wait a minute, Kingfish.
Wheel out the buggy, Sam. It's a deal.
But listen, Kingfish.
Shut up. Pardon the deal. Give the man the bookend.
Okay. Here you is, Sam.
And that'll be $2 swapping charges.
$2, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything to get rid of them bookends. Here you is.
Thank you.
Bring the baby buggy and come on, Andy.
Okay. Now, listen, Kingfish. What is I going to do with a baby buggy?
Now, look here. We done made a great deal, Andy. I was talking to Slim Johnson last night. And him and his wife has been looking high and low for a used baby buggy. I think they'll pay as high as $8 for it.
Yeah, well, this thing ain't in too good a shape.
Come on, Andy. We'll call up Slim. There's a phone in this cigar store right here.
Okay. Well, hey, look here. There's Brother Crawford standing in front of the cigar store.
Oh, hello there, Brother Crawford. How is you?
Yeah.
Well, hello there, boys. What are you doing here?
Oh, we was just down to the swap shop and got this baby buggy that we're going to try to sell to somebody. Say, by the way, Brother Crawford, I want to thank you for getting me that job. And someday I'm going to do something for you.
Yes, Sandy, I'm glad you will.
Yes, Andy tells me here that it's going to happen January the 1st at the Harlem Hospital.
That's right, but don't thank me, Andy. My wife suggested that I recommend you for the job. She suggested that the day before she left to visit her mother.
Say, what is you hanging around here for, Brother Crawford?
I am waiting for somebody. I'm a little early.
Well, listen, Brother Crawford, we got to go inside here and make a phone call. Would you mind keeping your eye on this baby buggy for a second?
No, not if you're not too long.
Well, I got to be running along now, Amos. Nothing else new, huh?
No, except I was riding along on the streetcar this morning and I see Brother Crawford standing in front of a cigar store with a baby buggy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Me and the Kingfish run into him there.
Tell me, Andy, when is it going to happen?
January 1st at the Harlem Hospital.
Well, I'm sure glad to hear that. Is it a secret?
No. You can tell anybody you want to. Spread the good news all around. So long, Amos.
What's new around town, Amos?
Oh, nothing much except the Crawfords is going to have a baby.
A baby? When?
January the 1st at the Harlem Hospital.
Well, Sapphire, just between you and me, the Crawfords is going to have a blessed event. No!
Yeah, Brother Andy, I just heard big news.
Yeah, what is the news, Kingfish?
The Crawfords is going to have a baby.
Well, why is it that I is always the last one to hear about something like that?
Yes, sir, my wife told me it's going to happen around January the 1st at the Harlem Hospital.
Yeah, well, now that sure is a coincidence. You know I'm going to start working in that same hospital on that same day.
Yeah, well, be careful, Andy, and don't let the baby see you working. No use letting a young baby get a shock like that, you know.
After Brother Crawford was seen standing on the corner watching the baby buggy for Andy, who had received it in exchange for his bookends at the swap shop, word spread like wildfire through Harlem that the Crawfords are having a baby. That's what Andy and the Kingfish are discussing now in Andy's office.
So, Andy, when I heard that Brother Crawford's wife was arriving home tonight from visiting the kinfolks, I told my wife I thought it'd be nice if we all got together and give the Crawfords a surprise baby shower.
Yeah, well, I was back at the thing 100%, Kingfish. After all, the Crawfords was pretty nice to me, getting that job for me. Yeah, I figure I kind of ought to zippercate. When is the shower going to be?
Tonight, Andy. The battle axe thunk that we ought to work fast on the thing. Yeah, she done told everybody not to say nothing about it.
Yeah, well, wait a minute here. The shower going to be tonight. I better hurry up and get a present. Come on, we'll shoot downtown to Pritchard's department store.
Well, wait a minute, Andy. Slim backed out on the deal. Why don't you give Crawford's the baby buggy?
Oh, no. I'm going to buy him something brand new. Come on.
Go right in, Miss Rogers. Mr. Pritchard is expecting you.
Thank you.
Oh, come in, Miss Rogers. Yes, sit down.
Thank you.
How long have you been with our organization, Miss Rogers? 2 years?
2 years? Why, surely, Mr. Pritchard, you remember 1938 when I was the girl who won the Pritchard Award for customer approach? 4th floor, rear?
Yes, of course. Well, I just wanted to tell you, Miss Rogers, that starting today, you are leaving Bookends and bric-a-brac and going into baby clothes.
Baby clothes?
Yes. The reason we have to make the transfer is this, Miss Rogers. Our bookend and bric-a-brac business has fallen off due to priorities. While, on the other hand, baby clothes...
Oh, I know. The stork doesn't need a priority. He just comes in on a wing and a prayer. But, gee, Mr. Pritchard, I don't know anything about baby clothes.
I realize that. That's why I want you to go up there as soon as possible and acquaint yourself with the stock, sizes, and all that.
Well, I'll do the best I can.
Mm. Oh, and one more thing, Miss Rogers. It might be advisable for you to leave the impression with your customers that you are a mother with children of your own.
Now, wait a minute. Don't you think enough has happened to me for one day?
Yes, but the customers seem to place